Today's episode of Inside Games is brought to you by Magic Spoon. Click the link below or go to magicspoon.com/insidegames to save $5 today.
Welcome to Inside Games 2, the only gaming news show brave enough to suddenly become a sequel.
Yeah, that's right. We're stealing our marketing ideas from Overwatch 2. Ooh, got him. Which tripled its all-time viewership record on Twitch after launching its closed beta on April 26th. But those viewership numbers dropped off a cliff just a few days later, and it doesn't seem like any of that enthusiasm has carried over into viewership for the Overwatch League's 5th season, which started today.
Aside from that, the game's shift from 6v6 to 5v5 with no off-tank has largely unimpressed players with the resulting changes to game flow and balance. Based on that, we kind of gotta ask here, just like everybody else, is everybody done with Overwatch 2 before it really even came out?
I hope not. I like Overwatch.
Yeah.
I want it to do well. It's nice to have Blizzard release something. Anyway, we'll let the numbers do the talking to start with. And normally now we'd throw to our resident Twitch numerologist, Charlotte, but she's playing a gig with Loser Parade in Anaheim, California, which is a really cool sentence.
Man, that's way cooler than what we're doing. Washington Post reports a peak viewership of 1.4 million concurrent viewers for Overwatch 2 on April 28th. I would imagine I was one of those viewers and one of those streamers, noting that this triples the game's previous viewership record of 461,000 concurrents in 2018.
Hey, that's great.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, it didn't last. Just 1 week later, Dexerto reported that just 1.4 thousand viewers were watching the game at the time of writing, which was May 5th at around midnight Pacific. That's a 99.9% drop in viewers.
I mean, that would just say 100%.
Yeah, it's basically there.
We observed viewership numbers between 3 and 5K on Twitch at our time of writing, kind of during the day at peak time, so which isn't quite as bad as 1.4K at midnight, but boy, oh boy, is that terrible. The only positive metric we could find here is that Overwatch 1 also experienced a spike in viewership, but that too seems to have fallen off quickly based on early viewership data in May.
Yeah, the boom and bust here is pretty easy to explain. Overwatch 2 streams drop beta codes, and that brings all the Twitch viewers for free stuff. Once the beta code drops dried up, nearly all the viewers moved on.
Yeah, I noticed that too, actually, because I was going to stream Overwatch. I streamed it for a couple days, and then I was going to stream it later. I was like, oh, I can't wait to play Overwatch, and nobody was playing it. And I was like, I guess nobody wants to watch it anymore. So there you go. Wouldn't you know it, beta drops are also enabled for Overwatch League streams, the 5th season, which started today at the time of writing. Early viewership numbers indicate the game's massive initial interest has not sustained.
Yeah, it's not setting any records right away, unfortunately. Based on our check-ins across the day, the stream averaged around 90 to 100,000 viewers. That's slightly, teeny bit better than the Overwatch League 2021 playoffs back in September of last year, which averaged 84.6 viewers across the entire event. It's a bit suppositional, but one would think the viewership would be higher now, considering it's the opening day of a league running on a new version of Overwatch and the drops are enabled. That's the big one.
Who knows how many viewers are just idling the stream in the background just to get the drop. I know that's what a lot of people did when XQC and a bunch of other streamers were streaming it. Even that part of it is kind of crafted to keep people watching. The stream drops 1,500 keys every hour at the end of the hour, designed to keep people idling in the stream as much as possible. So, and those keys, they don't even work till May 9th after the whole opening weekend. It's really weird.
Yeah, I guess they want you to watch the whole thing. I have to admit here, from a technical perspective, the stream could use some improvement too. It was really rough early in the day with heavy stream stutters and full-on stream drops. The lag eventually cleared up, but it's still generally just really choppy and low FPS, which is not great considering Overwatch 2 is an even faster paced shooter than Overwatch 1 was.
Yeah, this is kind of surprising because it's on YouTube and YouTube takes a higher bit rate than Twitch does. So really surprising that there's a lot of lag and low FPS. Anyways, it doesn't inspire confidence in the health of the league when they didn't download enough RAM to whatever potato they've got running that stream too. So maybe the fault lies with YouTube, maybe the fault lies with their computers, or it's probably both. There also are not any sponsors for Overwatch League, which might explain the potato.
Yeah, at least I didn't see any. I mean, the teams themselves have sponsors and the overall logos for that, but yeah, nothing convincing me to buy a Ford truck in the middle of matches or something like that. It was a little odd. Luckily, our sponsor is way more delicious than a potato. Today's episode of Inside Games is brought to you by Magic Spoon, an awesome new breakfast cereal. I have to be honest, breakfast cereal used to be my gamer snack of choice. It was easy, it was really delicious. It was actually like my favorite food for a solid 2 years, but I just had to drop it because it's so bad for you. Now it's like one of those things I just have on my birthday. Luckily, Magic Spoon is an indulgence that is a lot easier to fit into a healthy diet. Each serving has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, 140 calories, and only 4 net grams of carbs. They're also keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain grain-free, soy-free, and it comes in a lot of nostalgic flavors. You got your frosted, your fruity. I kind of like the cocoa myself. It gives the milk a real zing, a real kick. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product. It's back with 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they will refund your money, no questions asked. So click the link below to get a variety pack and try it today. Make sure to use our promo code InsideGames for $5 off any order, or go to magicspoon.com/InsideGames for $5 off any order. Thank you very much for the sponsorship, Magic Spoon.
Thank you, Magic Spoon, as always. Going back to Overwatch League, the drop-off in viewership certainly implies that viewers were not wowed enough by Overwatch 2 to stick around. The spike in viewership on Twitch would imply that YouTube is kind of riding the same wave right now, which means streams there should be setting records, but they are not.
From our perspective, it seems like a lot of initial curiosity and Twitch drops fueled an incredible spike on Twitch, but the game itself failed to capture people's attention or be different or unique enough. But this is just the beginning for Overwatch 2.
As far as why it didn't grab people's interest, a lot of early feedback finds that Overwatch 2's balance has not quite adjusted to the lack of an off tank in 5v5 encounters. As a result, support characters, which is me, that's what I play, are left particularly exposed since a majority of characters did not receive any new abilities. That's true.
Poor Bruce, shivering out in the cold, all naked. Need Blizzard to come and just wrap a little blanket around you.
That'd be really nice.
Blizzard is on the case, though, with the game, not with Bruce. In a May 3rd blog post, Blizzard acknowledged the support vulnerabilities and plans to remedy the issue with new and interesting support heroes in the future. That's nice. For now, they're tweaking some character support kits. A patch today, again May 5th, adds Zenyatta's Snap Kick, giving Zenyatta the ability to knock back diving DPS and potentially yeet characters off the map in one shot.
This is cool. That's a nice little update. I actually played the beta quite a bit, actually. I think I probably put 10, 12 hours into it. It felt like Overwatch. This is something I kept saying on stream as I was like, people were like, what does it feel like? And I was like, Overwatch? Like, it really didn't feel any different. I know they did things to it. It might have felt a little smoother, a little nicer. The game looked a little better. It all kind of felt a little better, but it was not a major improvement in the least. Especially, again, I'm a support and I'm a support main. I played Lucio and Mercy and mainly all supports. So I'm not a DPS or tank, so I think a lot of people they were really excited about Orisa and they were excited about Doomfist, but me in the back with Mercy was like, boy, get me out of here. So that may have colored my opinion of the beta as well. I enjoyed it because I like Overwatch, but it did not feel like a sequel at all.
Yeah, that seems to be the common take, is that there's just not enough flash there, not enough substance to justify slapping a 2 on the end. To sum it all up, the constructive take on Overwatch 2 seems to be that players appreciate the faster, more skill-based direction and are confident Blizzard will twirl the balance knobs until the game is better than ever. Cynical folks, however, find this whole release an arbitrary marketing stunt, changing what didn't need changing and withholding game updates to Overwatch 1 just to justify a sequel.
I can absolutely see that perspective too. Like, that makes a lot of sense to me that everyone's just like, this is just 1.5, this isn't 2. And I completely understand that take. And I'm not going to say that you're wrong, but I understand why you're saying it. Time will really tell here. Blizzard is promising more content in the beta in the future, and the game is not even out yet. I mean, we could be 6 months to a year out from the release. So, Lawrence, I'll ask this for you. Which one do you think it is? You think it's a marketing stunt, or do you think they're going to make this game better than ever?
I think they're doing what they have to try to goose the game a little bit. And I can't fault them for trying. I like the attempts. The problem is it just comes off so forced. Like, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of inspiration behind it. And I don't know, all the hoops you have to jump through to get a beta code are a little frustrating to me. Now, if I had one, I might be singing a different tune, but it feels weird to be used as a marketing pawn just to see this content or be able to play it. But I guess it's free, so whatever. It just feels like it's all being manipulated. Like, the sequel was because Overwatch League, and it releasing now is because of Overwatch League, and it's meant to all be this whole thing of like cross synergies, but it doesn't seem like that's happening. It seems like the entities are fighting each other right now, and I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like it's not bad, just not necessarily better. And I have to admit, at the end of the day, if putting a 2 on the end was to get people talking about it again, then mission accomplished for a little bit. They got the eyeballs, but I don't know if they had enough flash to keep them.
Yep, I agree. I completely agree with all of your takes there, by the way. I don't, even though I got a beta key through a friend, you know, like, they were like, hey, do you want to play? And I was like, of course I do. That was the only way I got mine, and I didn't have drops or anything when I was streaming. So, and that was apparently limited to like 100 creators or something. So yes, you're right. This whole thing felt like a marketing stunt. Even when they call it Overwatch 2 and then people come in to watch me playing it, they're like, what is different about this game? And I have to be like, I kind of shrug and I'd be like, there's, from what I am told, there is a new engine, there's new balance, there's a bunch of new reworks and some new characters. There's one new character. There's a couple new maps. Like there is new stuff to it, but I understand why people are saying this does not feel like Overwatch 2. That said, it is Overwatch. So it's like, if I logged into Overwatch 2 and it was completely different than Overwatch 1, I'd be like, what the fuck are they doing? Like, I would be so confused because they have a pretty well-balanced game and a pretty well-made game in Overwatch 1. So Blizzard's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. And I really do think that the game is good. What I have heard, there is one saving grace to this. What I have heard is that if you own Overwatch 1 or buy Overwatch 1 now, you get Overwatch 2 PvP for free. That's just what I've heard over and over. People keep saying it, and I have really not like looked into the fact that that's true or not. But Overwatch 2 could be free for you if you already own Overwatch 1. Would that change your opinion of it, Lawrence?
Not really. I mean, I kind of stopped playing Overwatch 1 because I was waiting for something new. I'd try it out because, the PvP, it's a good bring up. It's also a free update. It'll get merged in to Overwatch 1, basically. I wanted the PvE content. That's what I am excited about.
You're going to pay for that. You have to pay for that.
And I want to pay money for it. But it got stripped out of the release, and I don't think there's even an updated date on when that'll come out. So I'm just like sitting back and waiting. I don't know. Because of that and a couple of other factors, I can't help but think you get one chance to make a first impression, and Blizzard kind of botched it. Now what are they gonna? It's like everything else is not as snappy as it's the first time you get to see Overwatch 2 or play Overwatch 2. Now it's like, oh, it's the PvE for Overwatch 2, and you should check it out because of that. And then you have people are like, wait, what? Why? So it just takes a lot of explanation. I don't know. I feel like this is an unfortunate fumble, but I get why they did it, why they maybe had to do it right now. So yeah, I'll just keep waiting for the PvE content, and I hope that it's awesome.
I mean, I do think that it's going to be great. I mean, that's, Blizzard generally makes pretty good games, so I think PvE will be good when it comes out. It's just going to be a long time. I think it's probably going to be 6 months to a year till we get that. I'd be really surprised if we get it in 2022. Very, very surprised. But hey, Lawrence, you and I will play it together. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm excited. I do hope it's like some kind of like, I want long-term progression. I want the levels. I want the skins. I want it in a Left 4 Dead style container. Those events in Overwatch 1 are really fun. I would much rather play that than just get absolutely shit on by people all day who are much better than me at Overwatch.
Yeah, that happens too. Hey, you know what? These people would never shit on us. They're our patrons. Thanks, Goobinky, Vernon McCann, Evan S. Compton, and Eddie the Dog. Thanks for not shitting on us in Overwatch.
Yes, Bruce, we have heroes that really fill all our ults around here. Cody Jost, Dreskel, Tony Varela, and James Bowser. Thank you very much for being the heroes we need.
That was really gross, the way you said that.
I did. It was, wasn't it?
Fill our ult.
It's like from the back of the throat.
I like the word. I like when you said fill. It was gross.
Fill my ult.